Boy, you should know her name. Too focused, she focused on her. Girl, you should know her name. Up late, grinding hard, she's a star. It's Paris, Miss Williams. It's Paris, Miss Williams. It's Paris, Miss Williams. Don't just know Miss Williams. It's Paris, Miss Williams. It's Paris, Miss Williams. It's Paris, Miss Williams. Don't just know what she's telling you. Won't heal my body, only soothe my body. All in a soap, all in a soap. Give me one of these. It's Paris, Miss Williams. It's Paris, Miss Williams. It's Paris, Miss Williams. It's Paris, Miss Williams.
Right, y'all. Let's you know we got to do what we gotta do here. All right, there's some announcements here that I would like to speak about before we get into this collective reading for the week. First things first, I'm expecting more people to sign up for this masterclass that's happening February 22nd. I don't know what you're waiting on, but I need you to get your class, get your seats now. Okay, it's happening February 22nd. Eastern Time, 1 to 5 p.m. a deep dive on minor arcanas. Excuse me. So make sure that you guys tap into that. We have Dr. Herbert Harris coming on the channel this Thursday at 3 p.m. Okay, and this is going to be healing. It's going to be healing. I love his book, 12 Universal Law of Success. I have been reading it since I was a youth then. Okay, so I'm thankful to have this elder on my page. This is going to be big, and I highly recommend that y'all go and show him some love. Hold up. All right. Yeah, sorry about that. I had somebody here that called me. That threw me off. Okay. And then next thing you know, we have, like I said, the master class coming up. All right. We also are sponsoring Aquame Quantum Momentum. She does tarot cards and oracle readings, dream interpretations. Okay. And if you hit that QR code, you could be able to tap in with her. And we can't forget King Simon. This is his amazing books. I highly recommend that you go check out King Simon. Go and check out his books, baby. All right. And this is my website. All right. I do have a discount code coming on right now, 20% off. I love myself. I don't know what you're waiting on. Go get you your discount. Go get you some soaps. Go get you that class. Go love up on yourself, right? I'm crazy. But let's get straight into it. All right. Give me a second. Let me put y'all up right here. Right. We on it. You know what I don't like? I don't like people that be talking. People that be chatting. I'm not the person you want to chat to. Like, I will hold you accountable, just like you should hold me accountable, right? Don't be chatting to me and don't say that you're gonna do something. You don't do it. Don't do that to me. All right, y'all. That was really random. I'm random like that though. We're about to get into it. I got the weekly forecast astrology, and then we're going to get into the other stuff here. So hold on. Why did I just do that? Sorry, y'all. Let's see here. So y'all can see the forecast as well. Weekly astrology chart. Give me a second, y'all. I could read it to y'all, but I wanted y'all to see the stuff and stuff like that. Yeah, I'm gonna just read it. Yeah, let's just read it to y'all. Sorry. All right, let's get straight into it. Okay. So collective, this is going to be a weekly forecast for you, astrology, and then we're gonna get into it with the tarot. All right, if you're on Patreon, I've already dived into what is going on the weekly forecast for Patreon, but I am going to be giving you guys a weekly forecast as well. Let's get straight into it, right? So it says here this week, February 3rd to the 9th, 2025, the cosmos presents significant shifts coming in. Let's see what they're talking about. Right. February 3rd, Mercury in Aquarius forms a harmonious trine with Jupiter retrograde in Gemini, fostering intellectual stimulation. All right. And introspection. This alignment encourage breaking from the norms. Okay. Embracing new ideas and revisiting past concepts, potentially refining them for future use. So from the third, a lot of you guys are already trying to like revamp some things. Okay, you might want to revamp some things that you've already had. You're ready to kind of like pull it out, pause, go. Right, pause, go. You want to pull it out? Yes. All right, we got February 4th. Jupiter stations direct in Gemini after a few months of retrograde, bringing renewed engagement and clarity in communications and interactions. This transition encouraged more external expression, promoting thoughtful questions and discerning information critically. So this will be a really good time for you guys to speak, engage, network, right? I've had a few people hit me up. They want me to sponsor for them, right? People want me to model for their stuff. I love it. So this would be a perfect time to hit up a person that you would like to network with, connect with, right? Gemini, be on social media, getting some things done, fixing up your website, starting a website, starting a plan. February 4th, we have here Venus enter Aries, infusing relationships with passion and assertiveness. This transit encourages initiating fresh beginnings and embracing vulnerable communication. Wonderful. And with that being said, we have a few things that it says. I could kind of go through it before we get into the readings. Let me just close this door because Lavender has her stuff a little loud over there. Let me bring this little candle over here for the aesthetics, right? Why not? Why not, right? For the aesthetics. All right. So if you are a Aries, with Venus entering your sign, expect a boost in your relationships, embrace new connections, and open communications. If you're a Taurus, release past patterns and focus on personal growth. This is a time for introspection and letting go. Gemini, enjoy dynamic social interactions and creative clarity. As Jupiter moves directly in your sign, seize opportunities for growth. Cancer, step into leadership roles and trust your instincts. Emotional insights will guide your decisions. Leo, welcome adventure and romance. Express yourself authentically and embrace new experiences. Virgo, explore depths in your relationships and communicate your feelings. This is a time for honesty and connections. Libra, focus on balance in partnerships. Assert your desires, seek harmony in your relationships. Scorpio, romance daily life and find joy in routine. Small pleasures bring significant satisfactions. Sagittarius, Reignite passions and set long term goals. Optimism will guide you through recent disappointments. Capricorn, prioritize home and set boundaries. Trust your abilities, avoid comparing yourself to others. Aquarius, enjoy creative progress and explore local connections. Unexpected opportunities may arise. Pisces, invest in self worth and relationships. Balance will bring success and harmonies in all areas. And with that being said, let's get straight into it. Let's go straight into it here. All right. Okay, so I asked the universe, Ifa, ancestors, please open up the way. Give us all the information that we need so we could be able to see what the week has for us. Ashe, ashe, ashe. Let's get straight into it. All right, what does the collective have? And what does the collective have coming towards them within the week? What does the collective can see? What's happening with the collective for the week? What's the weekly forecast here for the lovely collective? What's the weekly forecast for the collective? Okay, we got clouds, mystical. Okay, and underneath the deck, we have here tarot guidance. Okay, so if you are a tarot reader, all right, or you're trying to get into tarot, right, you want to get more into the cards. Maybe you come across some cards and you're realizing here how mystical it really is, or how serious this really is. Oh my God, something here might happen and you're like, wow, did that, I just read that, or I just came across this reader and this reader said something like that. Or you pull some cards for yourself and you realize how much the cards are like speaking to you, right? But there's definitely an energy of mystic in the air. That things being aligned, things are coming uh, into alignment with you this week here, right? Clouds could be very significant, right? Air energy. You might see something here in the clouds. You might see something here in the smoke, in the mystics in the air. All right, but clouds mystic here. Okay. I love it. Hotep says, she said, Hotep Paris, I received your sign breaking barriers journal for emotional and mental growth and two rows of Jerichos. It's absolutely beautiful. Thank you. Take your time. Okay. Take your time. It's your time, right? Yes. We're breaking barriers this year. 2025 is our year to break through those barriers, baby. Yeah. All right, let's get straight into it here. This is going to be the collective for the week, 2025, February. What do we have for this first week of February? We have your heartache and loss, and then we have your throat chakra. Okay, um, blue energy. So you guys could be in a blue vibration right now, and with this heartache and loss, throat chakra, some of you guys might need to express yourself. Maybe you've been a little bit too quiet. Maybe you've been a little bit too quiet. Maybe you've been a little bit too shh, keeping things to yourself. And it's first asking for you to express yourself, right? If that is through poetry, if that's through journaling and then actually reciting your journaling, if that is through podcasts, if that is through content creating, if that is through painting, writing, sewing, whatever it is, Spirit is asking for you to express yourself. Um, Usually, I take this heartache and loss as a character development, right? I feel like there's not really a loss. Uh, it's just being realigned, right? You haven't lost anything. Now, you might have lost something here that you expected, but you really didn't lose anything, right? It's really about realigning. It's about realigning, and letting the universe show you and guide you where you need to go. So yes, heartache and loss with the throat chakra here. Some of you guys might need to express yourself. You know, how are you? How are you interacting? How are you receiving this? How are you communicating these things at this time? Okay. Okay, we got the Page of Pentacles coming out as your lesson. Yeah. We got the Nine of Pentacles coming out in this depiction as well. There might have been a little hiccup. There could have been a little hiccup, right? We all have hiccups. We all make mistakes. We all want things that maybe is not the best for us, right? And it is what it is, right? But it's what you do with that. How do you apply that? What do you do with the things that you are learning and applying, right? So you got hurt or something here didn't go as planned. How do you use that? How do you use that for your best interest? How can I use this energy and I could transmute the energy into something here that I want? And that's what Spirit is asking for you right now. How can I transmute this energy? How can I make this energy work for me? How can I be of service? What have I learned? I feel like I've had this conversation with a divine masculine the other day, and um, like he his intentions was pure, right? He texted me. He was like, I trust that you will get the man that you want, and I trust that you will be divinely guided to the person that you are attracted to. But I had told divine masculine at the time. I said it isn't about nobody else but what I'm here to do. I feel like being a human, we get too caught up in what the desires, right? And then later on, you start to realize that those desires is just something that is outside yourself. And the best way to kind of be able to be whole is by living with reason and living with something to give back to your community and give back to your future. Everything else will come. I feel like priorities is very important. And with this card coming out as your Page of Pentacles, it's like Spirit's asking for you, what do you bring out of this? What did you learn from this? How do you give? You know, what are you getting? Yeah, let's get straight into it. I stopped asking about the why and I started asking about the how. How can I use this? I used to always ask why. Why is this happening? Why is this happening? Why was this done? Why doesn't this person like me? Why doesn't this happen the way that I want? And then I started to change that and transmute it and say, okay, well, how can I use this for my best interest? How can I make this into something here that's going to help others? And that's what Spirit wants you guys to do this week. It's like, how can you make something here that once hurt you and make it a gain? So you guys could be coming across Virgos, Aquariuses, Libras. Yep, the Hermit came out. All right, let's see what's happening with y'all for the week. Which one, Spirit? You said that one? Okay. So why you made me put it down then? All right. Can I get some messages here for my collective for the week? Collective here for the week. Collective here for the week. Can you please give me the information I need? Thank you so much. Okay, we got the High Priestess as your overall energy. Let me just pause. Let me whip it out. We have here the Seven of Swords here coming out. Okay. What you leaving behind is the world. The best thing that's happening here is the Page of Wands. Your challenge here is the Two of Swords. And your advice is the Nine of Swords. All right, your overall energy here is the Star, followed up by the King of Swords. Okay. Philosophy. Okay. Some of you guys are becoming more wiser. You're becoming more stronger. You're becoming more um, smart. And whatever this is that is happening, it feels like it's like this energy of you diving more into yourself. The star is Aquarius energy, right? And then the King of Swords could be Aquarius, Gemini, or Libra. And I always like the King of Swords because he don't speak a lot, but whatever comes out his mouth is very powerful. It's like that type of energy here where it's like he'll say one thing and it just like makes you think. It makes you go home and study or it makes you go and think about the things that you've said, right? And it's kind of like that person here that is they could use their sword to protect you or they can use their sword to kill you. And so that's a very powerful thing, right? To be able to use your sword to protect and heal and be wise. But then you can also use that sword to kill people as well. So it's like for you guys to be able to use that sword and protect and shield, but also use it for wisdom and healing. It shows a lot about your character development. So this week, let's talk about it. You got the High Priestess coming out, and a lot of you guys could be focusing more on you, right? The first thing that came up was reflection, right? Reflection, being very quiet, not really having a lot to say, or you're very wise on the things that you do say, right? A lot of you guys could be more impeccable with your words. You're not really saying too much. Um, you're not going to say things that you know that you're going to regret. So there's something here about you guys really focusing on you. The high priestess is about the knowing. Some of you guys could be pulling cards on yourself. Some of you guys could be getting readings. All right, you could be, focusing more on like intuitive things. You could be diving into astrology, numerology. All right, you're more in tune with what's going on. Some of you guys could be getting to know your natal chart, astrology. All right, so this week it comes with like a mysticism, the unknown, the unseen. And that's kind of how the week is going for you guys. But then you have this Seven of Swords coming out, and it's kind of like you have three ways that you could do things, right? You could either be the person to take away, you could be the person to blame, or you could be the person that observes. It's kind of like you have three ways of how you want to do things this week. Which way are you going to do? Are you going to use this to kind of take away because you can, or are you going to use this energy to be able to blame somebody else for something here or other people for where you're at, or are you going to observe how you got into this, right? And there's like a need for you to come up with a new routine. right? So this could be like something new that you're doing, a new routine, um, a new way that you're deciding I'm going to go about life. I'm going to wake up, I'm going to do it like this. I'm going to start my days like this. I'm going to add something new to my routine. And it looks like whatever this routine is something here that you decided very intentionally about. This is very intentional. And what you're leaving behind this week is the world, right? So there could have been something here that you totally had to leave behind you, a way of life, a session that's over, something here that just didn't serve you no more. And whatever this is that you're leaving behind, I feel like you don't want to look back at that. You just wanted to leave it behind you completely. And so the best thing that's happening here is the Page of Wands. And this is my best part. I love this part of the readings, right? Is the best thing that's about to happen for you is the week is the Page of Wands. And the Page of Wands speaks about you guys getting good news, or this could be like, a message, a good message, good news. This could be you becoming the messenger, you, you know, being, see, like the Page of Wands is somebody here that's just finding out about something about themselves. It's a page. So it's like either you're coming out as the Page of Wands because you're maybe going into a new journey. It's new, it's exciting. Um, there might be some things that you want to say, right? That throat chakra card came out, so it's like some guys want to say something. You kind of have this energy of like expressing yourself this week, and so that's a good thing as well. But there's this energy of you also being the messenger, and you could be getting messages, right? Positive messages, affirmations, letting people are telling you keep on going, or maybe there's people like complimenting you. But there's also this energy of you like being unforgettable, like your words is like in your energy, like people can't miss you, right? It's like when you come into the room, you're seen. You can't try to like hide you. You can't try to act like I wasn't there. You can't try to act like I wasn't in your energy, because the energy is lingering. So there's this energy of you guys like really focusing on being that messenger, and what message is it that you're putting out there, right? What is the message here? All right. I'm gonna do a little quick intermission real quick. I gotta go do something real quick, and give me like 2 minutes. Okay, I'll be right with you in a second, y'all. Okay, boo. Okay, I'm back. Okay, let's get straight into it. Where did I leave off? Two of Swords. Two of Swords could be your challenges. You might have like two things that's going like in your mind, right? Where it's kind of like you see something, and then there's a part of you that also feel like, well, am I making the right decisions? Or it's like this indecision here. And so there could be like a challenge of indecision, or not seeing things clearly, right? It's like you're walking that path, but you're not sure how the path is going to go for you. Um, where am I going? How is it going to turn out? Right? It's going into something here that you have no idea how it's going to be. So that could be a challenge for you this week, right? It's like I have like a little idea of what's going on, but I really don't know exactly everything that's going on at the same time. Um, so yeah, and then your advice is the Nine of Swords. So some of you guys are going to have to face your fears this week. I feel like your fears wants to be faced. You know, what are you scared of? And how can you overcome it? How can you just go towards it? How can you run towards something here that you fear the most? Right? It's like, okay, I'm ready to kind of face this fear, but how can I do it? Right? I feel like there's a lot of things that you know this week as well. You could pick up on people's energy. You know, you kind of know how things are, like you could kind of pick up on people's energy, you know, like how people feel, or you know how like people's intentions, and there's like this energy of you deciding like how you're gonna go about it. Like either you're avoiding certain people, or you're, you know, like it's like you're so sensitive this week. And so it's like you can either be around them, or you could decide to kind of like avoid people, or you could decide to kind of like communicate what's going on. But I do feel like you have like a sense of what's happening for you here at this time here, divine, feminine, divine, masculine. Okay, so let's just see what this high priestess is. What's the high priestess here for you? Okay. So we have here the Seven of Swords popping up, and then we have here the Six of Pentacles coming out in reverse. Some of you guys might feel like some people are stuck in a certain way. Like some people aren't, they're very typical, or you just, there could be like a sense of you figuring out how people move, or you kind of know how people are going to treat you, or you kind of know what people are giving you. You kind of leave people where they're at. There's this sense of accepting people for where they're at, because you know that they're not going to change. Mm. And I feel like with this high priestess energy, it's like you're not going to tell these people that. I'm not going to tell you about yourself. You already know that, right? Who am I to like throw that shit back in your face? Like, I know that you're bullshit. I know that you're not going to do what you're going to do here. So why am I going to say it? And that's the energy that I'm getting. It's kind of like you are picking up on people and you're just like, okay. Seven of Swords in reverse is like no routines, very stuck in your ways, very, it's just redundant. You get what I'm saying? It's heavy. It's kind of like you're not willing to change. And so it's kind of like as you're coming out as the Seven of Swords, it's like you're willing to kind of change. You're willing to kind of see things for what it really is. You're willing to see, okay, you're not willing to change, and I'm going to be willing to change. I'm ready to change. I'm ready to move forward. And if you want to watch, then you watch. There's something here that I wrote in my Patreon. I don't know where my phone is at. I don't know where my phone is. Lavender! You know where my phone is at? Where's my phone, y'all? Probably in the kitchen. Let me go get the phone. Real quick. Don't go nowhere. Did I leave it in the kitchen? My phone. That's weird. Is it in my chef coat? Alright, y'all. I don't know where my phone is at. So that's weird. It'll come when it needs to. But I have wrote um about something here specifically. Oh, there it goes. My phone's right here. I had wrote down something specifically about watchers, right? People who watch, people who do, people who act, right? And this is also going to be a question I'm going to ask Dr. Herbert Harris, because this is from his book, 12 Universal Law of Success. And I had put this on my Patreon about like people who just watch and people who just like kind of sit there and just be in the back. So let me just read this real quick. It says here, the watchers are the spectators, right? It says sitting in the stands watching others play the game of life. Watching others play the game of life, watching somebody else get the money, the recognition, and the girl. Everyone who is not playing field is a spectator. Spectator. True watchers are people who never really try hard at anything, right? They may dream of being a player, but at first, the signs of difficulty, challenge, or disappointment, they discard their dreams and scurry off the playing fields of life, silently vowing never to try it again. And so it's kind of like spirit guides. Spirit guides is telling you, well, there's some people here that is just spectators, people that want it, they desire, but as soon as something here comes and it seems like it's too hard for a lot of people, they scurry away. You know, there's another thing that true people never take anything offensive that's going to help them. But people that are fucking weak, they get too sensitive because somebody is telling them something here that they don't know because they're scared of change. So it's just this energy of like realizing here, collective, who's here and who's not, who's willing to do the work and who's not willing to do the work. That's it. You know? What's the Seven of Swords here? So it looks like you guys are coming out with a plan. You're avoiding certain people as well. You might want to avoid certain people. Or you might want to really just, you know, there might be something here you're making a technique. There's some type of technique, avoidance. All right. But the whole week is about High Priestess. So it's all about your intuition. Maybe your intuition is telling you to avoid certain people. What's the Seven of Swords? The King of Cups. The Three of Swords here coming out in reverse. And then the Devil card. This week, a lot of you guys are learning about emotional intelligence, right? You're learning more about how to heal your heart. And I feel like there's a lot of healing this week. Like access healing. The devil is like accessible. It's like, I want to do this shit now. I need to know now. So it's like some of you guys might be doing a lot of healing or a lot of like detaching or breaking something down. You don't want it no more. You don't want to deal with it no more. You're realizing what it is. You know. And when you know, what happens? You do better. When you know better, you do better, right? So it's like that energy of like, okay. With the Three of Swords here coming out reverse, and then we have here the devil is like, I'm ready to, it's like you see things that you didn't see before. The obvious back then wasn't as obvious where it is now, but now you see it differently. So you're like, shit, I see it differently now. Like even if you saw it back then, right? But now that you are able to kind of like detach yourself and realize certain things, you're like, oh shit. I didn't see it like that before. This week is like you are trying to come up with this routine so you can finally get it together. And you're like, I'm ready. I'm ready to heal. I'm ready to get this shit together. I'm ready to do what I got to do. And the things that I didn't see before, I see it now. And you're doing everything that you can to do it. Because you don't want to have that shit on your weight. You ready for this shit to get the fuck away. You ready for this shit to let go. You're ready to move on. You're ready to heal completely. I don't want to have to do this shit no more. You don't want it. What's the world here as what you're leaving behind? What's the world? The Queen of Pentacles, the Ten of Wands, the Eight of Pentacles here in reverse. Some of you guys decided to completely leave something here that you were invested in so much. You cared for it so much. You did so much in the situation here. And some of you guys decided, I'm done. I'm done trying to figure it out. I'm done trying to work it out. I'm done trying to make something here work. I'm done with trying to make something here work out. I'm done. Why am I the only one that's putting in the investments? Why am I the only one that's watering these plants? Why am I the only one that's doing the fucking work? Where is your work in this? Where is your energy into this? Where is your fucking time and ability to make this shit work? So that cycle's done. The cycle's done. You got what you got from it. And what was that? Realizing here that the chemistry was just not there. Something here was not divine. It wasn't tempered. Let's look up what the temperance mean in reverse. Imbalance, lack of harmony, impatience. It suggests that things may feel chaotic or out of sync, feeling out of balance, overwhelmed, rushing through a process, struggling with patience, healing. In a relationship, it may feel like unbalanced. One person is giving more than the other. Some of you guys were giving too much. You know, it gets tiring after a while. It gets tiring just giving too much into certain things, and you just realize here, I'm the only one that's giving to a situation. Like, and maybe you was given because you really wanted something. It fed you. Maybe the sex was good. Maybe the person's looks. Maybe because of what you desire. If the Nine of Cups is like, you feel like something here is like it. It's like a prize. It's like something here that you like flaunt. It's like something here that you desire. But then after a while, when you realize here, like, I'm doing a little bit too much, something here is just not making sense. Then you have to ask yourself, well, am I doing too much? Is this balance? Is this in alignment here? Let's see what this Page of Wands is talking about. The best thing is the Page of Wands being the messenger. So you guys, something here might have not been as long, or something here might have not. I feel like your words are very powerful. Like, you're the voice of reason. Like, you might not know this, but you are. Like, your words are very powerful. Your movements is very powerful. The things that you've done at a limited time frame is powerful. Yeah, it is. What's the Page of Wands here? Hey, Will. What's the Page of Wands here for you? We got the Page of Cups. We got the Seven of Cups here coming out in reverse. And then we have here the Nine of Swords here coming out. You know what? I feel like a lot of you guys have planted the seed of focus. You planted the seed of knowing what you want. The Seven of Cups in reverse is like, this is my last option, or this is what I want. Some of you guys are very, you know what you want. And a lot of you guys went for what you wanted. You're going for what you want. You like it, you want it. And that's the best thing that's happening. It's like, you know what you want. And because the reason why you know what you want is the reason why it's like something is about to happen for you. Oh my God, my laptop is about to die. Let me go get the charger, y'all. I'm sorry, I gotta keep on moving. Well, Abby, I need the charger, boo-boo. You using the charger? You're on a chair. You're chatting, yeah. You're chatting. You chat too much. All right. Y'all heard me chatting. Yeah. Some of you guys was like, listen, like, I know what I want. And that's the best thing that's happening. Is like, listen, there's no illusions here. I know what the fuck I want. I know what I deserve. Yeah. You saw that candle. What's the Two of Swords here? The Hierophant coming out in reverse. The Fool card coming out in reverse. And then the Five of Swords here coming out in reverse. With this energy that I'm picking up, right, I'm definitely feeling like a lot of you guys were maybe a little bit indecisive about something, because it's like you might have been very sure, but then there could have been some other things that was not as sure as you, or things that you might have thought that was sure that wasn't sure. And what I'm getting here is like, there could be somebody here specifically, or there could be like an energy of like jumping into something without considering if it's a compatibility. It also says here, ignoring red flags. Some of you guys could have been with some, or dealing with certain people that were fearing of committing due to past experiences. All right. Or a warning against making impulsive decisions. It's kind of like spirit. Some of you guys might be like wrapped up in another person's energy, right? Where you made the right decision, or you were very blunt about what is it that you want, but there could have been somebody here that wasn't as blunt, or wasn't as honest, or wasn't as open. And it says here, fear of opening up or committing due to past experiences. So this could be like a situation here where it's like someone here was not as open to you because of the things that they went through. And it's unfortunate, because it's kind of like a lot of you guys kind of came into something here. It was just like, listen, this is what I want. Like Page of Cups, this is what I like. You know, I can see potential into something here, but there could have been like something specifically that was just not in alignment with where you were at. And it's like Five of Swords is letting me know that not only are you better than this, you're worthy of more, but a lot of you guys also would have been self-sabotaging if you would have went towards this. So what does that mean, Paris? That means that a lot of you guys might have thought that you wanted something, but Spirit said that this was actually not even good for you. That's what the fuck I'm saying. That's what I'm saying. I'm gonna finish the monthly readings as well this week. I just wanted to do a weekly forecast for us. Okay, what is the Nine of Swords here for you guys? We got the Empress card coming out in reverse. The Three of Pentacles coming out. And then we have here the Six of Cups. Something here was not flourishing. And some of you guys might have to come up with this decision to realize that you're going to have to make a head over heart decision. You're going to have to be the one to take charge in a situation here. You're going to have to be the one to kind of say like, okay, I can't have this happen to me again. Three of Cups in reverse is like, it's like realizing here that, okay, I can't allow myself to be in this predicament ever again, where I can't really put myself into something like this again. I can't be around certain people again. I can't reconnect with them again. I can't do certain things again. You know, peace. How you doing, Dana? It's my Capricorn queen. You got a few Capricorns in here, actually. But yes, you know, I'm gonna pull some more cards on this and see what's going on. What's the High Priestess? The Seven of Swords here coming out in reverse, and then we have here the Six of Pentacles coming out. Some of you guys already have like figured something out. You see how people move, or you kind of pick up on how people are, how they move. Like I feel like somebody here, their movement is so typical. Like something here is very typical. You can kind of pick up on how people move, or you can kind of pick up on how typical something is. With that Seven of Swords here in reverse, you could just kind of figure out people's energy here. Is what Spirit is saying. It's like I already see. It's like somebody here is tracking. It's like a track here. Like they're leaving a track of how they move in some type of way, shape, or form for a lot of you guys. What is this? Yeah, the Nine of Swords here in reverse. The Ace of Wands. And then we have here the Four of Pentacles here coming over. You know, some of you guys are going to be forced to kind of go into a new direction. I'm okay. Thank you for asking, Rocket. You got to ask yourself within the next few days, what am I holding on to that no longer serves me anymore? Right? How has holding on to resentment affected my emotional well-being? It's kind of like some of you guys need to let go of whatever this is that is holding you back, and just know it's like you've already figured it out. What else do you need to know? You've already figured it out. You already know. You know. You figured it out. Do I have to keep on fucking saying that? You know, like. And I just feel like this week is like, it's kind of like, you know, like when you go into someone's house and they have like roaches. And so when you get out, you're like shaking off your like, you're shaking everything out. Like you're just shaking everything. You're shaking your jacket. You're shaking your bag. You're shaking your shoes. Like, I know about you. I be shaking shit off. And it's just like what I'm getting. I feel like a lot of you guys are like needing to shake it off. Like you just need to like let this shit the fuck go. You're like, oh my god, I need to let this shit the fuck go. I gotta get this shit off. Like, just it's done. Shake it all. And this comes with a lot of healing. This comes with a lot of like realizing here. And it's just like, it's like, some of you guys might even be talking to yourself, right? You're like with every doubt, say an affirmation this month, the whole month. With every doubt, with every little memory that you have in the past, have an affirmation after. So when something comes back, you like, you reject that or confirm the rejection, and then you say an affirmation after. Spirit says this is how much it's going to be. Like, this is how deep it gets. Like, it doesn't get no worse than this. It doesn't get no real than this. It doesn't go no harder than this. It doesn't, like, you felt the worst. You felt the worst. You've been through the worst. So now it's time to just see it for what it is. Face it. Face it. So you can get through it. Stop trying to hide from it and face that shit. Just go. Feel it. See it. Through it. And let it be. And let it go. Face it. Because when you face it, you've already went through it. It's like, I've got shot, I've got stabbed. I've already felt that feeling. There goes the glitching. There goes the glitching. What's the Three of Swords here in reverse with the Devil? The King of Pentacles. You got the Four of Cups. The Nine of Wands. Fuck it. Because after you face it and you say fuck it is when you realize here now you have to start something else. Don't compare yourself to anybody, Pisces or Aquarius or Capricorn, because those are the cards, those are the energies that I'm picking up on. Don't compare yourself. And this is collective, but they told me exactly those signs. But there's a section in the Four Agreements that speaks about don't take anything personal, right? And it's literally just that, like, try not to take it personal because it has nothing to do with you. 9 times out of 10, it doesn't have nothing to do with you. You know what you want. I feel like the best thing that's happening is that you're very particular. You're very clear on what is it that you want. You have no distractions here. You know what you want, and because you know what you want, you're gonna get it. You're very motivated in getting something here that you want. There's no distractions. There's not. It's like when you know yourself and you know what you want. There's no distractions here because you know exactly what is it that you're looking for. You see through the illusions. So a lot of guys see through the illusions. You see through the shit because you want something. You're hungry for it. You're not going to just let nobody take you off your square. Now, it might be some distractions here, but you already go. If you could look through the distractions, you have discernment, then you already know that's not what I'm looking for. It's like Spirit got you going through different pathways. They got you traveling. They got you going through different stages until you meet or you come into that exact thing that you're looking for. But until then, you're also the messenger. So don't look at this part of your life like, damn, I keep on taking these L's. You didn't take these L's. In between the times that you're going through what you're going through, you're also teaching other people. You're meeting other people. It's like spirit is using that the will of what you want to get you to where you need to be. And they're using that little thing that you want so bad to get you to these certain places so you could be able to be that messenger. Because that's the only thing that's driving you. That's the only thing that's driving you. If I could get divine feminine, divine masculine to go here because they think that this person's gonna be there or they're gonna get this here, then I'm gonna use that so they could be able to say the message. You have became the messenger throughout your path, and you met many of other people. And if you didn't do what you did, then you would have never met the people that you've met. So it wasn't like a bad thing because you still know what you want. Spirit just had to use you. What is this here? The High Priestess in reverse. The Three of Pentacles here in reverse. And then we have here the Queen of Cups coming out in reverse. Some of you guys were not following your intuition as well. You know, you wanted something and you went for it. But that one thing that you wanted was actually not what you needed. A lot of you guys went against the word. You went against your intuition. And you had to learn the hard way. If that was realizing here that you were giving too much or you was not in the most healthiest way, wasn't something here was not for your health and wellness. I didn't take care of myself. I didn't value myself. I didn't love myself enough. But even with that being said, it's still the best outcome because you had learned a valuable lesson. So was it really a loss? No, it was a lesson. And in between that lesson, you also met beautiful people. You met many of you went through experiences that brought beautiful things to you. If you never went through that, then you would never be where you're at right now. You wouldn't be where you're at. You wouldn't have what you have. So it worked. You just didn't follow your intuition at the time. Right? Mm. I feel like I'm looking into y'all souls right now. I'm looking into your soul right now. What is the Five of Swords here? You're better than this. You're better than this. And a lot of the times, whatever it is that you're better than, it's kind of like you had to realize that certain people weren't willing to take this new opportunity. They wasn't willing to take that risk. They wasn't willing to do the things that you're willing to do. You showed up. You showed out. So if you was willing to do that for people, then imagine what you could be able to do for yourself. You're better than that. You're better than this. What's the Five of Swords? The Seven of Pentacles here in reverse. The Lover's card. And then the Justice card in reverse. And it's kind of like if you guys would have went into certain things in your life, right? You also would have lost a lot. The investments, the people. Seven of Pentacles is like you made a garden, you planted the seeds, you see the things growing. And Seven of Pentacles in reverse is like everything's gone. Everything that you did, everything that you've worked hard for is gone. And then it's like the Justice here in reverse. You would have never gotten everything that you wanted. You would have never gotten the things that you expected. You would have never gotten the things that you have put so much energy into. So you wasted all your crops. You wasted all your garden. You wasted all your seeds. Planting, growing, investing. Just to find out that it wasn't even worth it. No. Don't do that. It's not worth it. You know, some people know that they ain't worth it, but they could make a really good scene acting like they are. So they give you just enough. They give you just enough to hold you, to hook you. But they ain't going to show you the whole thing. Because if they did, then you will realize it was not worth the investments. It was never worth it. But God saw it. God saw it, right? And that's why shit was shut the fuck down. You've planted. You've harvested. You did everything. Why would you leave that behind? Why would you let that shit dry the fuck up for somebody that wouldn't even invest in it, that wouldn't plant into it, that wouldn't water it, that wouldn't value it? With the Empress card coming out in reverse, something here was not going to be moving. Right? It's like the waters would have dried up. Your money would have dried. Your investments would have dried. Some of you guys would have felt uninspired, creatively blocked, neglecting your self-care, struggling with abundance, self-worth, lack of fulfillment. Something here lacked emotional and physical nourishment, codependency, creative blocks, financial insecurity. Do you want that? No. You work too hard. You work too hard. It's not worth it. So you guys, there's no mystery. It's shown to you already. You got what you got. Now deal with it. What the fuck do you want? An essay? Fuck it. The light went out. I'm going out. I'm about to wrap this shit up. We got cemetery. We got opportunity. We got tonight. Something here might happen tonight. It don't have to be an opportunity, but there is something here that's happening tonight. So pay attention. All right. Can I get some advice for our week, please? Please go check us out on Patreon. Got the Knave of Swords. We got the Three of Swords. Pay attention. The Ten of Swords. And then we have here the Nine of Coins. Okay. Something here is more mental than it is physical. It's more mental than it is physical. So what do I mean by that? Once you get over the mental part, then you're good. You came a long way. A long way. You gotta declutter your mind. You gotta reprogram your mind. It's not true. It's not real. It's not happening. What do I mean? Make a new reality now. I had said something earlier. When you're challenged with an old program, reprogram yourself and tell yourself that you are not in that program no more. I don't agree. That is not where I'm at. I deserve better. Don't get comfortable. Study the characteristic of the hurt. Study that hurt. Study what hurt you. Study what is the weakness within you. Study that weakness. What is the weakness? Why am I keep on going through the same things? You gotta study it. Let it be faced. Face it. Right? Because when you face it, not only are you facing it in this dimension, but you're facing it in multi-dimensional ways. So it's just not one way that you're doing it. You're facing it in multi-dimensional ways. That means that your DNA is being healed. Your DNA is going to be healed when you face it. So just fucking sit there and deal with this shit already. Just deal with it. Fucked up. I fucked up. You did that shit. Was this because you was trying to be too nice? You was trying to help out? And you knew the fuck well that you wasn't supposed to do that shit? You didn't follow your intuition? You gotta take accountability and be like, I fucked up. I did that. You got 6th house sustainability. You got here roots. Daily routines, work, health, service, self-improvement. It represents the way that we approach responsibility, discipline, and well-being. as well as our relationship with our coworkers, pets, and the small habits that shapes our lives. Work and daily routine, your job, daily tasks, and how you handle responsibilities. Health and wellness, physical health, diet, exercise, and overall well being. Service, helping others, acts of service, caregiving. Organization, productivity, attention to details. Yeah. Got passion. 1031. Progress. How are you using your passion for your progress? That double P's. You pushing P's, right? You pushing paragraphs. You pushing positivities. How are you using your passion for progress? What do we need to do? Fuck that shit. That's my motto. Fuck that shit. For real, y'all. Like we got shit to do. We heard. So if y'all like this, please hit that like, comment, and subscribe. Put 1031 in the comments down below. And I'll see y'all next time. Peace. Tell y'all friends about me and all of that other stuff, okay? I love you.